banner in the store, and I was like, let's swap 3 of the cases.
No shit.
And then we were setting up, like, we'll have one while we set up.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck, let's take 10 back to the studio. This is fucking great.
100%. Dude, are you gonna fucking... How much piss do you have for the show?
Bro.
It's gonna have to be so much.
So much. There's like
6 cases of hard rated. There's like 10 cases of beer.
we made 6 liters of wet pussy shots last night,
Like
and we like
12
tried some.
bottles
I was
of
fucking
spirits.
sauced. Yeah,
That's fucked.
it was
It's
fucked.
too much.
Nah, you know what? You think you have too much, and you'll be like, fuck, we don't have enough.
That's what I mean, and that's what I was thinking with such a gig that's low capacity and it'll be high energy, people will just be wanting to get smashed as fuck.
100%. If you've got 150 cunts in there, and then like, say for example, they buy like 3 or 4 drinks each, how much does that equate to?
It's like nearly 400-500, I guess. Whatever 3 times 150 is,
Make a
3
good
450.
Be
Yeah.
a decent then.
Yeah.
But there'll be some people in there smacking like 10 to 15.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, you're gonna that's gonna be crazy, man.
when do you go back? Do you fly back straight after the show?
Nah, tomorrow we go. We're playing 4th.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend's Daniel's doing the video for you guys up there.
Oh yeah, Daniel
Yeah.
just hit me out just before.
Yeah. He's a good mate of mine, like real close
Fuck
friends,
yeah.
like one of my OGs. Like we used to watch Ruckus Life and shit together back in the day, sort of type shit. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. No, he was hitting me up just before because he thought he had a filmer here because he's not in Hobart at the moment, and then he's like down at 4th, I'm pretty sure, or he had something on.
Have you got someone?
Not for tonight, but yeah, we're gonna have to try figure it out.
Do you need someone?
Maybe do you have anyone?
Yeah, definitely. We
Yeah.
could. We'll do a call after we wrap up this.
That'd be
and get it
fucking
happening.
epic, man. I'd really appreciate that.
All right, well, let's rip in. That could be a cool way to just intro it. I've always wanted to do that where you just start talking. Because usually I'll do like an intro and it's like, all right, this is da-da-da-da. But it's like how Joe Rogan and shit starts his. He just
They just
starts,
keep talking.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
random shit.
They're
The
riffing,
yarn
man.
spinning.
But I think, I got to think which episode this is because this will be, we just did 13 with Matt. So this will be, then 14, we've already got that book. So it's 15. All right. I'll
Who
do
did
the
you do 14 with?
Well, 14, we've got someone else
haven't.
lined up, but I
Ah,
wanted,
sick.
because the whole time I've done the podcast, I haven't had a female guest yet.
Ah,
and
nice.
I said the next one has to be a female,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I don't
you
want to
gotta
like,
Gotta do it.
Yeah.
make it just seem like so one-sided and shit.
Yeah,
because
for
then
sure.
people will get the wrong.
Well,
fucking
sometimes
idea.
it's hard, man. Like sometimes like there's not fucking like female artists that are
Well,
around.
it is, yeah, especially in Tassie.
Yeah,
There's
Yeah,
not
literally.
much happening down
not-
here, bro.
It's fucking crazy.
All right, we'll get it going.
Let's do it.
So we're back, episode 15 at the Headquarters podcast. We're joined by someone that has been, I guess, like somewhat of an idol, someone I looked up to for quite a lot of my youth and still do. Ivan Ooze, brother, how you doing? Thanks for coming on.
I'm excellent. How are you?
Very good.
Thank you.
Very
That was good.
well.
That was a crazy intro. I appreciate that.
I felt I could have. I always do it on the spot. I know some people like read it off something, and
Yeah.
it's just on the spot sort of vibes. But it's cool to have you down here, man. Appreciate
Okay,
you
no,
coming
I'm
on.
excited to be here.
We're already cracking into a can. You mentioned before how piss fit you are since over the tour. And
I'm mad
stuff.
piss fit, man. I mean, I haven't been piss fit for a little. I mean, last weekend, Townsville definitely wasn't piss fit for that, but I feel pretty piss fit now. So I mean, we'll see how we go.
Keep that
Yeah.
endurance
How many
up.
shows has it been?
Fuck,
so far?
that's a great question. There's, I think I'm playing 29, so I think this, oh man, this would be like 23, maybe 24. So there's only like next weekend, and then we're done.
It's
Yeah,
a
wow.
lot of shows, bro.
Yeah, it's been fucking.
That'd be
hectic,
one of your
man.
biggest tours, wouldn't it?
Yeah, one of them. The Seth Century was a massive one, and then I did one with Peking Duck, which was quite big. This is probably one of the bigger ones, but it's been fucking sick, bro.
That's dope.
Actually, been mad fun. So, and like hanging with the boys and like just seeing their crowds and shit. Like their crowds are sick.
Do you prefer the rural stuff over the big city stuff at times?
Sometimes it depends on like how buck a crowd's willing to go. So like, I mean, there was a couple. We played a show in Coffs Harbour, and it was like a highlight because everyone was so fucking hype. And then like even like Maria the other night, like I was like, oh, I don't know like what I'm in for, and like they were fucking nuts too. But then sometimes you have like crowds where they're very like stale, stagnant. Like there's something going. Like I don't know. Like there's the energy's not there.
Yeah,
And when
yeah.
the energy's not there, you can't feed off it. Like it's
Yeah.
sort of like you're really trying and you're pushing through, but you just can't
it's
do it.
hard to perform to people that are just standing there with their hands in their pockets up.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fucking horrible, man. So yeah, it was a bit of a punish at some points, but majority of the crowds have been fucking sick this run.
The videos that I've seen look fucking loose, bro.
They're pretty buck. I mean, like our set like now is pretty dialed in. So I mean, like just to have the opportunity to support Bliss and Esso, and then just have their fans be so open to what is happening
Mm.
is fucking
Yeah.
sick. Like they're just like, hey, look, like we haven't heard of you before, but let's check you out and give you a chance. and they're fucking just like, yeah, sick. This is dope. We like this, so I'm fucking with it, man. It's cool.
How do you keep yourself like so grounded and kind of like on task for the whole tour when it's so hectic and busy and big as this one? Like, what are the things, that you kind of utilize?
Yeah, true. I don't know. Like, I sort of just keep, just keep myself like, how do I explain it? Like, I'm just me.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, and I sort of don't view other people as, like massive. Like, as in, like, everyone's just a person, dude. And like, that's why I think like when, whether it's like someone that's massive or someone that's smaller, like reaches out or whatever, like you're all trying to get to a spot. And it's like, if you're going to help each other out in any sort of way, like, why not? Like, there's not, and I think that I view that with everyone. Like, even when I go and meet like people at the merch desk or whatever, like I'm just being me.
Yeah.
And it's like, don't want to put on a front or like do anything like that. Cause I mean, I want to know who I'm getting from an artist. So like, if I see like them like sort of acting in some certain way and then like you see them in a different like sort of circumstance and like they're acting differently, I sort of am like, well, who are you?
Which one are you?
Yeah, where I sort of just try and, be myself all the time. Like, I mean, I think it works for me in my advantage anyway. So like, the more that I do that, I mean, people are always going to like not like you and then there's going to be people that like you. You can't fucking win with everybody. But the whole thing is that like, it's fun just to just be like, all right, I'm unapologetically myself. If you like it, take it. If
Fuck
you
yeah,
don't,
dude.
fuck it, man. Who cares?
That's the best answer you could give, man.
As well, I guess that comes with like a lot of maturity because you've been doing this, fuck man. Like I remember being 15, and like you were doing it still. There, I'm 25 now, so
Crazy,
that's, you've been doing it for so long, and I think as well, from what I've seen here and there, you've been able to really, especially at the moment, like not change but adapt to the times with social media in a way. What I've seen, and I think that's really, and I think you've seen a lot of kind of growth through that sort of way. I wanted to like unpack that more because you had the hiatus and these different sort of things. Like, what have been, I guess, the forces that you've adapted to?
Yeah, sure. So mainly like with marketing, like I essentially like look at it as when I first started this, like I've always done everything like video myself. So like not so much like music videos, like I've always had like an input towards like what I'm going to do for a music video. But essentially like when it basically like video wise and just marketing is like such a big part now of everything. And I mean like I've always experimented with different sounds. I've always done like my own thing. I've never really just stuck to like this is what he sounds like or like like this is it. Like I get bored. And like that's probably like my like undiagnosed ADHD. But the thing is that like if I can like go into all these different areas, like I can myself or how I think is like I can do anything. So like I can like someone can chuck this beat on, I can fucking rap on that. Someone can do this or like we need like a hook on this or whatever. I can sing. Like I want to be like someone that's a jack of all trades. Like I can do all that shit. And I think it works in my favor because if something that's like mad poppin' like comes out, I can essentially do my thing on it and people might gravitate towards it. And I think that in like a nutshell is more so like it's just sort of like how versatile you are as an artist. Like you don't want to be like stuck in a box. You don't want to be known as just one thing, or I don't anyway. Like that's just not what I like. And so doing that and then also learning marketing, and now because TikTok and Instagram is like such a massive part of like a musician, like essentially like it's not just about the music. It's like how you're perceived through like
your
online
presence.
Yeah, video is massive, but video has always been a massive part for me anyway. Like I grew up watching VH1, MTV, like Yo Raps. Like I used to see like Busta Rhymes, Missy Elliott, fucking Ludacris, Method Man, Redman, like all these dudes, and they all had creative film clips. Like they all had sick shit, and the reason why I liked it is because that would capture my attention. Now when you like go online or whatever, normally the ones that really do pop off are coming from like really creative areas. So like when you see something like there was can't even remember who they are, but this just goes to show you how much of an influence it had in my brain. Is like they had one of those little stick cams and they went into this chick's mouth, and then like when they went into her mouth, like there was a guy that was like inside her mouth like rapping or whatever, and it just kept going into all these crazy transitions. But I remember
hectic.
But I remember it. But I remember
Inception
it. But and
shit.
like I know like I'd be able to find it again. I obviously don't know their name, but that's how much like a visual part of like music is playing now.
Yeah, 100%.
So learning just how to like market myself over the last 10 years and knowing my market and being like, all right, well, like this is where I sit makes it a lot easier because then I'm like, I know what I need to do. Like I know how to figure that out. And I think a lot of artists sometimes they get caught up with like, you know, like you should never get caught up with like likes or views or anything like that. It's more so about like how you want to be perceived.
Yeah.
And that's all I try and do is be like, look, I can do all these little bits and pieces, but I also want it to look like a little bit polished. So it's sort of like, you know, it's still a bit street, but it's a little bit polished. That's my area. And like, I'm never like, I've done other film clips as well where like my last one, Man Down, I did a like a whole music video, which I fucking loved and like directed it with my friend Bryce. And it was fucking awesome. It was so sick. But people didn't gravitate towards it because it wasn't just raw. It was very polished.
Yeah.
And like, it was sort of like, that was the one thing that was missing was like, there wasn't so much raw. It was just real clean. It looked amazing. I loved it.
That's interesting.
Yeah. But then the other ones that I'd been doing previously, they popped off more. So I think
That's cool.
Yeah. Through like the years, it's just like learning and practice and just evolving. And that more so kicks you up to wherever that you need to be. So it's definitely a lot to do with persistence, but like, yeah, I think people should really persist more in like what they're doing and just like keep going. Like there's always ups and downs in everything you do, every workplace or whatever. Essentially, music sometimes can be a workplace.
Yeah.
Fucking kick it.
Yeah. I think it's really cool because alongside all your music sort of stuff you have going on, you also have the cooking stuff now as well,
Yeah, bro.
which is hectic. I just remember being on Instagram. I was like, wait, fuck, that's Ooze. And then like looking at it, I'm like, this dude's chefing up like hardcore, bro.
It's crazy, bro.
And I love that sort of idea as well, like going outside of the niche and just going, you know what, fuck it, I make music, but I can also do this and this. Like, I think that's so cool.
Thank
I
you.
wanted to unpack that more though, like, because it's such a diverse and different side to the music.
Yeah,
I guess it is
but it
some
feels
form of
part of like the Ooze brand at the same time. I was
Yeah.
like, especially when it started, it was just like classic hip hop tracks, smoking a blunt, cooking some mad feats.
Yeah.
As you do.
Yeah.
When
Man.
you're at home, just hanging out, doing your thing.
it's
We're all
sick,
doing
man.
it.
So how did that start? Obviously, you would have been cooking for a while, no doubt. But
Yeah, so I've been cooking. Like, I mean, my mum taught me how to cook. I just learned like over the times of just like living out of home and shit. Like, I don't want to eat the same shit all the time, so I just like teach myself like what goes with what, flavors and all that. And then yeah, I got bored. I think it was just after I had sort of like we were doing another project called Rest for the Wicked, and I got a bit like. We ended up like finishing and I was like, well, what do I do? Like, I would need to have another outlet, like, another creative outlet. And then I was like, well, I do cooking. And I think I was scrolling one night, like just on Instagram, like hanging out. And I was like, there's like a hole in this market where like somehow I could fit into this, but like, how do I fit into this? And I was like, you know, I'm going to take all the knowledge that I was previously talking about with marketing. And instead of just like keeping going with Ivan Ooze stuff, let's put it into another area and see what it does. And so the more that I did that, the more that it started, like, you know, traction started rolling. Like, I only followed like chefs. I commented and liked and like saved like only like cooking videos. So I'd go into the algorithm, like all the knowledge that I have for marketing, I just put into this thing. And then and then there was like a period of time where my ex-partner, she was like had some mental health like issues and whatnot, and she wasn't feeling great. And I was like, oh, maybe we should just do some cooking videos together. Maybe it'd get you out of your head. And so we started doing a couple, and then that got mad traction, and we saw that, and we were like, oh, well, let's just keep doing it. And then on the 1st of January, I think it was 2023, we put up one, and it just went nuts. And it was
really
like,
the first one.
no, it was probably, so I think it was probably the 4th or 5th one that we'd done. But on that one day, it was the 1st of Jan, like we hadn't seen each other because we were at different events for like New Year's. So when we came back, like our chemistry was real cool. And like, it was just like, you know, hadn't seen each other. Then like we're just filming it. It's just authentically ourselves.
Yeah,
So that's what we
people
are.
were just feeding off.
Yeah,
that
we don't
energy
like
for it.
fucking
Sick.
do. Yeah, we just be ourselves in front of a camera. It's just you see
Yeah.
a camera there, you cook, you just do fucking stupid shit. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And yeah, people gravitated towards that heap. So we got like almost like 200, 300,000 like followers in like a week or two, which is crazy. And then after that, it just continued. Like it was like a snowball effect. Everything that we were posting together, people were loving it.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was really cool to see. But it was just like, what do I do now? and there's brands hitting me up, and there's people being like,
you're doing ads for Jif, bro.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen that shit.
Yeah.
Clean as shit,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Jif.
Clean it with some Jif, man. But it was crazy, dude. But yeah, there was people that were they were just hitting me up like everywhere, and I didn't know what to do. And like my manager, like music manager, he's like, oh, this is not my field. Like I don't know what the fuck to do. And they're like, oh, how much is this? How much is this? And I actually reached out to one of the influencers, well, chef. His name's Andy Cooks. And I was like, I'm not going to get a reply from him. And then he did reply to me and he helped me out. And I really appreciate that.
Big ups, Andy.
Yeah, Andy's a fucking weapon, man. He's actually like the coolest dude. And yeah, he helped me out heaps. And I was like, all right, cool. He just pointed me in the right direction. I sort of just like did some research about all that stuff. And then, yeah, the ball started rolling from there after that as well. So it's been pretty cool, man. It's just like I'm in a different world. Like sometimes I feel like I've got a little bit of imposter syndrome because like I'll be in a room with fucking like chefs and shit.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm essentially a rapper. Like I'm a musician, but I get to kick it with all you guys. And like I fucking met Gordon Ramsay. Like,
Really?
Yeah, bro.
That's hectic.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. And
What
like, he's
was
like,
that?
oh, I've seen your stuff online. And I was like, all right, Gordon Ramsay. It was crazy, bro. It was nuts. So, yeah, it's like a side quest, but like an ultimate side quest.
There's a crazy side quest,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
It's fucking nuts,
And
dude.
they mesh, because we looked at, because obviously you got the big playlist as well on Spotify. That has like 44,000 saves or
Yeah,
something.
it's
It's
got
crazy.
Spinning out on that the other night. He's like, bro, check this. This is like 49,000.
That's
I'm
like a Spotify-
Well, yeah, dude. It's like Ivan's been doing it. He goes, no, it's not his music, bro. It's his fucking cooking playlist.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Fair
But it's
enough.
cool.
It's
That's
fucking nuts.
wild.
It's
Yeah.
merged into, they kind of are transferable in a way. Because
That's right.
you're still
That
expressing
sells,
your
though.
taste for music as well, which
Yeah.
I really like. And that's kind of like, I guess, the hook at the start. It's like with the song.
Definitely.
That's
So
what got
it is
me
really
when
dope.
I first started watching. Because
That's so
like
sick.
you have a very similar taste of music to me, so
Hell
it would
yeah,
be
man.
like, what's the next
That's
track?
what we need, man.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, what's the next
think you'd be
song?
inviting
I
a
got
lot of-
excited as fuck.
And you'd be inviting a lot of the maybe younger generation that are on TikTok and stuff into these tracks that are quite like old school, but other people wouldn't know as much,
100%.
which is really dope. Like it is really sick.
Yeah, it's fun to do, man. And it's also just like you want people to like sort of hear like these songs, but you also like the whole reason why I did start cooking is like I was eating Uber Eats like a lot, and I was like, I know how to cook, but I was being fucking lazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, to hold myself accountable, I'll just do one every day. So I need to cook. Like I actually need to cook meals. Got way healthier, and I was just like, if I can do it, like anyone can do it. So if like anyone's just sitting there, like it's gonna be healthier for you than getting Maccas. Like even like a fucking mac and cheese, whatever. Yeah, not that healthy, but probably more healthy than getting Maccas.
Yeah,
100%.
You're going to
100%.
inspire us, bro, because we complain that we're too busy. But
Oh,
then here's
bro,
you
there's
doing
that.
all this
Yeah.
shit.
But I'm
Nah,
having
you
like a
shit.
little guilt trip in
Nah,
the background.
bro, yeah,
Like, fuck, we gotta
You
start
can
cooking.
hit a ramen in like 15 minutes. Easy done. And by the time that fucking shit gets like you'll get cold Maccas in 15 minutes. Where you can hit
Yeah.
a hot ramen and you'll be like, oh, I fucking made this. And you can like literally
Yeah.
send a picture to like a fucking like cutie or something and be like, check this out.
We're sold now. We're sold, son.
The food
I'll make
riz.
you this, baby. But yeah, no, it's fucking sick.
That's
dude.
cool. And there's, I guess, I mean, I don't cook a lot. Like, I don't.
You don't cook at all.
I cook steaks and shit. But there's a
Steaks are
form
good.
of, like, kind of therapy in it, isn't it? Because it's real
Yeah.
grounded. It's, like, slowed
Yeah.
down and you're not on your phone. You're not kind of attending to anything else. You're just cooking what you need to cook and you've got to be there present or else you're going to fuck it up and burn it. Or you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Bro,
for sure.
I got
It's-
anxious cooking at home for a bit because my housemates, they're like chefs.
Yeah,
like,
right.
like they do cooking. Like,
Dope.
they actually like what I cook, but man, it's fucking intimidating when you got a dude who's been doing it professionally.
Bro, tell me
It's
about it.
scary as hell. Yeah, I'm sure you fucking Gordon Ramsay's shaking your hand.
Dude, the other day we was like, I did a like little segment thing with the Las Vegas Raiders, and Bam Bam was there as well, and I had to cook like in front of like these guys, and Bliss was there as well, like fucking. It was just fucking the morning shift boys. It was fucking like intimidating as shit, and I'm the only one cooking, so I was just like, they're all having a yarn.
And
Like
you're-
they're all, and this was the
chilling.
first. This is the first time I've had to like cook for other people. Like not the first time, as in like I've cooked for mates before, like family, like all that. Like that's not a stressful situation. But when you're like, all right, we need you to cook this, and you've got like sort of like this is the timing, like 2 hours or whatever. Let's like run this, and then they're having convos and whatnot, and like I'm just like fucking stressing. I'm just like, man, like is this gonna taste good? Like what the fuck's going? Like I know it's gonna taste good. I cooked it last.
What did you
night.
cook?
Vegemite chicken wings.
Whoa.
Because they were
Vegemite chicken
Yeah,
with
they wanted
rice.
something like a bit more Australian, and I was like, well, look, it's like NFL kickoff. because it was for the NFL. So it's like
Right.
NFL kickoff. We're gonna do, it was like some tangy Vegemite chicken wings, because you get chicken wings for NFL kickoff in America. Plus they wanted the Australian like sort of area covered. So I was like, let's try and do that.
sick.
But no, it tasted good.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I
I'd be
made a little
down with that.
coleslaw as well. But yeah, it was sick. And then everyone liked it. So I was like, I've done my job. Like, it's all good. But like, I was spasming for a little bit. And the night before, I'd had like 2 hours sleep because I was thinking about it heaps. So I was just like,
Oh, no.
and so I got on the plane and it was a real early flight as well. And I was like, I had a coffee and I was like,
Yeah, jitted out.
yeah.
Fuck.
Like, good to meet all you guys, man. Like,
Bro, that'd be the worst as well. Meeting all these people that you probably haven't met before, but just seeing, yeah.
Oh, dude, it was so fucking like, it was crazy. But it was a good experience. Like, it's sort of just chucking yourself in those like sort of situations helps you. Like, it's exposure therapy in a way. It's like you sort of can doubt yourself, but then once you get through it, you're like, I did that shit. But like now I know I can nail it in other circumstances. So it's chill. Yeah. Some cool
Fuck
shit.
yeah, that
Would
would
you-
be cool. Cooking for the NFL and shit. Like, you can probably cook for people now, man.
Yeah, but dude, man, I mean, cooking for people is just fucking, it's nuts, bro. It was just a really wild time, but here we are.
Would you ever open up, like, you know, obviously, like, Spaniards get these Spaniards kebabs. Would you ever do something on the same sort of.
been
Have
thinking
you
about
done something? I think you.
I've done, so I did
Like a taco thing or something.
Yeah, I did it with Dingo at my taco. We had a little event, which was a little pop up, which was fucking mad. That was actually like fucking packed, bro. And like it was insane. That was such a good event. I've been approached from a couple other people, but I haven't really like locked anything in. It'll probably be something over summer. Like summer, there's a lot of like pop ups. People want to do parties and stuff like that. So probably think about it then. But I mean, like, I'd love to like open like a little food truck and just like smack shit out of it. Like, it'd be fun as hell. But I don't know, like, there's a lot that goes into a food truck. I researched it before I even started doing like cooking online, because I was like looking at like, a food truck, like I'd got a couple like little bits and pieces where like I know little things that can fit in and whatever. But then I looked through it and it's like, even with Dingo Ate My Taco, like they have a truck and they're like, oh, think about like all your equipment except it's going over speed bumps. And I was just like,
Oh, true.
and I was just like, yeah, true. It's like, yeah, shit breaks. And I was like, yeah, it would.
Bro,
breaks.
fryers, bro.
Yeah.
they boom.
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
oil
like
and
crazy shit.
shit.
Like that. So
Yeah.
like we had a combo about that, and they're like, you gotta really think about it. And I was like, all right. So yeah, it's in the web, I don't know. See what's happening. We'll figure it out.
No, cool, bro. I'd love to take it back to the early days, and this is probably more of a personal one for me. Like, we went back last night and listened to like your OG SoundCloud stuff.
we went.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah,
like
that was
15 years
fun.
old. I don't know what
Hillary
gravitated.
Duff and,
Yeah,
like,
crazy.
Fall
Is
in
that
Love
still on there?
remixes.
Yeah, it
Yeah, I
is.
privated heaps of shit on
Ringwood
that.
Rich EP and all that, man.
Yeah.
Crazy. That's nuts.
I remember listening to it at 15 and like on repeat. I actually still remember the lyrics to it now. We were
Yeah,
playing it last
yeah,
night. I was
we
still
were
spinning.
getting
I
down.
used to love that song. I don't know what
That's
gravitated
nuts.
me. But it kind of made me curious to just see, obviously, reflecting back on that time to now, no doubt a fuckload has changed. But what are like the major lessons that you've learned from when you first started creating music to like where you are now?
That's a
Reflecting
great
back
question.
on those times.
Yeah, for sure, man. One lesson would be to just like see things through. Like, persistence for me is like the key to anything. Like, literally in anything in my life, like whatever it may be, I just find that practice and persistence is like the one, and patience is the three things, the three P's: practice, persistence, and patience. Have it. But yeah, no, it's like the three things that I find make the difference with anything. And even just from then, I mean, like, I think, like, even from going on this tour, like, valuing those times as well. And just, like, there's a lot of times where I can't remember and it's horrible because, like, people will bring it up or whatever and I might have just been, like, lit or, like, and I just don't remember certain times. And, like, that sort of sucks because I'm just, like, it's cool being on this tour because, like, I made it, like, so clear in my head that I wanted to remember so much. And even when I, like, got this tour, I was like, I can't remember what it's like playing, like, shows all the time. Like, I haven't done it in ages. So, like, what is it going to feel like again? And, like, the feeling of doing it is just amazing. And I think, like, savoring those, like, moments as well and just, like, living and being like, you know, like, you get to do this. Like, you get to travel. You get to put on a show. You get people there. You get to give them an experience. And the key word there is get, because, like, not everybody gets to do this shit. And it's, like, I appreciate that because it's, like, something that not everybody gets to do, and I'm a very lucky person that I get to do that shit. And so I think those sort of things, like, I don't know, it's sort of hard to explain, but it's like I just want to savor them and just make sure that like all those moments are there. And especially like since like one of my homies, Jack, how he passed away, it's like having those sort of things happen and like go through the motions of that shit, but having all those moments, and especially with like Ruckus Life and with all those moments that are filmed as well with like all your mates and like doing all those things, it's like we're very lucky to have all of those things documented, but some people don't have that. And it's like, I remember all the moments that I did with him and they're so fucking fun, and that's something that just like makes me happy to remember about that shit.
Sick.
But also, yeah, same with music. It's like patience, persistence, and practice. Like it's just, if you just keep doing those three things, like you will get there. And like that's with anyone. Like I see people like get cut and then like they sort of just, you know, don't think it's working, and then they sort of just drop off and they don't do shit. Or like, you know, it's like, oh, why am I doing this? But like, you just got to get out of that headspace and like negativity. You don't need negativity. Just stay positive about the shit that you're doing, man, because it feeds off you, man. And it is a weird thing, bro. Like I learned that from one of our other partners, but she like was like, no, it's all about energy. And she had all this shit happening for her all the time. And I was just like, is she full of shit, or is like, or is she like,
Is she a witch?
Yeah, is she a fucking witch? You know, like I'm just like, and then I met like ex-partner, and she was doing the same shit, and I'm like, maybe I need to start doing this. Like maybe I need to change my mentality. Maybe it's my mentality that's fucking shit up. And so I changed my mentality, and I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to be negative anymore. I'm going to be positive. See what's happening now. There's shit happening, heaps more shit. So those are just things that I've learned from like back then, and just savoring the moment's sick. So.
Man, half this podcast feel like I'm just talking with a therapist right now. It's like the shit that we've been
like
talking
that,
about.
a bit like that.
Beautiful.
Motherfuckers hit me up all the time. Like a lot of friends come and say shit. Oh, ask me about like their life. But I help the man. I'm just like a helpful motherfucker, I guess, sometimes. I like to be a helpful motherfucker, so I don't know. I hope it's helping.
Oh, it definitely
I
is.
know, it's hearing it at the right time, bro. That's great.
Yeah, dude, you gotta do it, man.
I think it's like staying on the topic of when you first started making music, what are the things, because the scene and everything has evolved so much then, how did you feel like your sound and your music was kind of taken back then? You know, was it, because now like you're doing these huge tours and all this sort of stuff. And it'd just be interesting to see the kind of like evolution of the scene and the place of where you're making music.
For sure. So when I first started making music, like say with like Ringwood Rich and like with Social Alien and stuff, I did touch on topics that I sort of like in my head I knew would connect with people, because like, you know, they're obviously things that I've gone through, but like stepping into that sort of world and being like, all right, this is how I view them, like that was very much like a key element into both of those projects. And so I really like, I pretty much just like put a lot of emphasis on those things. And then when I, like the freestyle that I did in the car did really well, I already had Ringwood Rich ready. Like that was already going to come out. So then I was like, all right. And I met a manager, well, my manager, that's still my manager now, Nick. And we went for coffee, and he was like, you should just wait and like, we'll build the page and then you can put this out and then it will be like a good sort of like marketing role. And he was teaching me about that sort of stuff. I was like, okay, sick. I'll listen to you. Like you do shit. So let's do that. And that went really well, because then once that dropped, everybody was just like, oh, okay, this is what you're about. Like, this is it. And then when it got to like Social Alien, it was sort of going into like the EDM element, like slowly. And I was listening to like lots of Danny Brown and like Vince Staples and like a lot of that sort of fucking like RL Grime, like got a remix of that, like all that sort of shit. And so I sort of like was like, I can still give what I gave on Ringwood Rich, but then I'm going to give this other shit that I like doing now. Like I'm developing. So I'm just like, you know, I'm growing. I want to do different shit. And I think that's where like sometimes it can be like a curse for me a little bit, because I always go into like these pockets of where like I know what's going to work, but sometimes it can be boring. And I don't want, and essentially me making music, like I don't want to be bored. Like I'm making it, so I'm just like, you know, I'm fucking around doing some cool shit. And so, yeah, I think that that's sort of like the little bit of the curse there. But then also now, because like, again, fucking like TikTok and Instagram are so powerful, it's like you can reach other people that listen to that sound. Like it's not just like your core bases in Australia. Like I've got heaps of people from like Germany and from like and from like America and shit. Like they're listening to like Big Trees more than Australia is. And it's like, that's a thing where like you notice like Germany fucking like, there was like a week where like it had like 100,000 plays just in Germany.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Popping off.
Yeah, literally. And it was just like, and I was like, this obviously in the German like algorithm, but it's like, they like that. And so that's why like when I say like, you know, do what you want to do, like, and don't just lock into like the one thing, because you never know like who's gonna like it. You never know like what you're gonna hit or whatever. And I think it's sort of just around that area where I'm just like, I knew what I was doing. Now I just do exactly what I want to do. And I still wanted to do those things back then. I mean, even I've been working on like a bunch of boom bap songs at the moment, which basically feel like a Ring with Rich 2 type shit.
Mad.
But it's like, which is cool, and it's like cool to just have them. I think there's like 4 tracks done. So I mean, if I get like 2 more, I'll probably put that out as like a full like release.
yeah.
But I haven't even been doing that because singles just go so well now, and there's so much you can give so much more to a single. And like
people struggle to listen to albums now too.
yeah, it's real fucked, eh?
Like they struggle.
Yeah, man. Even I do sometimes. Like if I'm not like really like involved with the artist, like I can struggle to listen to a fucking
Definitely.
Yeah.
I definitely notice now I'll know the first half of an album more than the second. Unless
Yeah,
there
true.
was like some singles released.
Yeah.
But I'm like, unless I'm really fucking with the person beforehand, but like
definitely.
album I haven't heard, I will know the first half way more.
Yeah.
Just because I'll start zoning out.
Yeah, I zone out all the time as well, man. I have the same sort of. It's literally the TikTok brand.
Yeah,
Like
legit.
it's bad, man.
It's
Sometimes you just
so
have to. I
bad.
detoxed the other day. I literally like left my phone at home accidentally, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going back to get it. I'm just gonna leave it. So I'm just
Fuck
gonna enjoy
yeah.
the day, and I enjoyed that day heaps. Great day, man. I got behind on shit. I was like, shit, man. Like I'm gonna be fucked now. But the day was sick. So yeah, no, it's good. Some good shit.
No, that's cool to kind of unpack that, because especially from like as a personal thing for me, that was the sort of music that I first remember listening to, like 15, skating,
That's so
smoking
sick.
weed,
Yeah,
like,
dude.
on repeat. Like it's cool to kind of see, and I guess something that I got from what you're saying is whatever you make, it'll always find its place.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it doesn't need to just be like that one specific niche. Like I have to make this sound because I'm in Australia, or this is my audience. It's like well, in Germany, it's fucking popping off, bro.
yeah,
So
dude, the Germans are fucking killing
it
it.
found its spot, which is real cool.
Literally, it's fucking cool as, and that is 100%. Like, you've just got to continue doing you. Like, I mean, it's just if that's what feels right, like, just fucking do it. Like, I've never given a fuck about what like anybody. I actually lie. I given a fuck once when someone told me like in the industry that I needed to make shit that sounded more pop to be on the radio, and I didn't like that remark whatsoever, because I was sort of just like, if you want to be on the radio, you got to sound. This is the sound you need, and I understood it. Like I got it, but I don't think I've ever been the person to play the game of being like, that's how I'm gonna do it. Like I wrote 2 songs. Or maybe 2 or 3 songs that were like, real like melodic, singy, very like vague lyrics like that were over it. And I released 2 of them, and the third one I don't think came out. And I was just like, I don't want to play these songs ever again, because it's not me. It's just
Yeah.
like what I heard from someone else to do. And I mean, the songs are decent. There's nothing wrong with them, but it just doesn't feel like authentically it's me. And so ever since then, like I did struggle for a little while, and when I went on hiatus, like I was in a real bad headspace because I was just like, why isn't this shit working? What am I doing wrong or whatever? But the thing I was doing wrong is that I wasn't listening to myself.
Yeah.
I was just listening to everybody else, and like
Yeah,
that's the
okay.
shit that fucked me up. I'm just like, because I'm not happy because I'm not doing what I want to do, and I need to be doing what I want to do all the time to be happy. And so like whatever that may be, like. There's a bunch of different shit, whether it be music or whether it be like friends or whether it be like family or whatever. Like sometimes I just got to be like, I need to remove myself from this and like chill. Or I'm like, I need to hang with my friends a little bit more. I need to go do that. Like whatever benefits me, I'm going to go do selfishly. And then the return on that is that I can be more creative as well.
I think you can give yourself more to the people that are surrounded,
Yeah.
If you're kind of putting yourself first selfishly, but then that's when you can actually give people more of your authentic self. You know what I mean?
100%. Well, if you're just like not doing any you're just gonna be a fucking broken person. Like you're just gonna be stretched out.
Just a
bro.
crumb.
Yeah, dude. It's a fantastic,
Yeah,
brother.
yeah, 100%.
Doing some Reed Richards shit. It's crazy. No, but yeah, it was eye opening, and even just having like that break, like on the last show when I did like the hiatus tour. Last show I played, we played like a sold out howler, and it was fucking awesome, and the energy was sick. But I fucking broke down on stage, like I full like vented to like fucking 450 people, like full like tears coming out my face, being like, what? And like told them about all this shit that I'd been dealing with, just like how I felt. And like people would like in the crowd, it was just like, fuck, this is heavy. Like this is actually hectic. And I'm like, yeah, bro. Like it's fucking like, I don't know what's going on in my head. And then like literally after I did that, I remember I went to a session like maybe 3 days later, and I was doing like Rest for the Wicked shit. And I was like, I don't actually feel that bad anymore. Like I just got all of this shit out like that I needed to get out to people that fucking listen to my music. Like I literally just told them like what was had been going on.
Sick.
And then like after that, like because I was struggling to write for about 2 years, and then all of a sudden that just flicked over, and I was like, okay. And then I started writing all these like other songs that are like were like psychedelic rock shit, and then I was like, I'm gonna go back to writing rap, see how that goes, and then I've just haven't stopped writing.
You're
since.
back.
Yeah, I'm just like I needed that little fucking kick in the ass to be like, all right, let's fuck around, find out. So
Yeah, it's cool. It's such a interesting, like it's not a linear journey, is it? Hey, it just goes around here and there and everywhere, and that's the kind of fun bit of it. It's Matt kind of touched on a cool quote about it. Yeah, kind of stepping out and doing different stuff. And, you know, when you play a video game for the first time and it's sick and you're exploring the map and everything's so interesting. So once you've done that 100 times, but it sounds like you've been able to kind of master switching up those games, bro. You're playing GTA San Andreas one day and then Just Cause 4 the next.
dude, I'm trying, man. That's why with the cooking, like having those two outlets to do two different things, like you don't have to dwell on this if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Like you can be like, I need to do this shit, but fuck that, I'm gonna go cook. And it's like, I need to cook today. Like yesterday, I fucking like wrote 2 verses and recorded it and mixed it and did a video and put it on YouTube and made a fucking made cover art and had it all uploaded or whatever. But I definitely had other shit that I needed to do that day that my ADHD was like, nope. I was like, okay, fresh, man. And so I did all this and I was like, this is fucking sick. And I was like, I didn't cook. I didn't fucking pack all my merch. I didn't fucking like go and get this other shit. I need to go drop off this. It was like 5 o'clock and I'm just like, I'm fucked. Like, I'm actually like, what am I doing, man? Yeah, I'm behind.
I fucked the whole day.
Yeah, but
I got a
sometimes the
jam.
process is sick. Like I was happy with what I did. I was like, all right, well, I got a song out of it. So what it is, what it is. So
That is cool.
Some cool shit, man.
You touched on Ruckus Life before, which obviously, like, I guess early days for you would have been a massive part. And even as like us lads, it was funny. I hadn't I hadn't smoked weed in 3 years.
Yeah, nice.
Smoked
last
up
weekend.
the other week.
Till last, whoa, fuck.
Well, on Friday, and I just said to him, I looked at him, I was like, bro, this
Put
was
on
before
Ruckus
I locked
Life
in the
for
pod
me.
with you, I think, actually. And I was like, put on Ruckus Life. We sat
He's
there.
like, this is what I did when I was 15. I was like, bro, I didn't know anyone that watched this shit.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's funny. He's looking at me. He's like, "This is where you got all that shit that
And
you
then
say."
I didn't realise
Yeah.
I raised this motherfucker. Half the things he says, bro.
It was crazy. We used to watch it like religiously in Devonport where I grew up. It was like the thing. We idolized that sort of shit. We're like,
That's so
fuck,
sick.
it's so sick. And just, I think it was just that sense of like that friendship and just the good times and having like, it was so sick. But I love to just touch on, you did a little bit before, but how, one, it's awesome you've got those memories there captured.
Yeah, for sure.
But how like important that is to you. And do you often like reflect back and watch them back and like what?
Yeah, for sure, man. I watch them like all the time. So I think probably all the boys do, but I know JJ does. But yeah, man. Like I watch them like quite frequently. Like if someone asks me like, hey, like what did you used to do when you were younger? I'm like, I can show you what I used to do. Like, and then like you put it on, and I would say probably 90% of the time people are like, you're fucked. Like you're actually like, you guys like fucking
the house
twisted.
parties looked loose.
Yeah, man.
You'd just be fucking going wild.
Oh, dude,
bro.
it was fun but it's like just the way that Jack used to film as well was like just this like guerrilla filming of like he just literally like he was so trustworthy with cameras as well. Like there'd be a bunch of times where like he would definitely like be so protective over his camera, but also like when it got to a point, he'd just give his camera to someone and just be like, "Oh, I film this," and like it could be some fucking random cunt, and he's like, "Oh, I filmed this," and then like he disappears, and like the guy's still got a camera, and he's just like, "Well, what do I
Dude,
like?"
we were watching the other night. There's like one people cheers and like you could just hear in the background, "Watch the lens, cunt."
Yeah, like literally, like, it was fucking funny as shit, man. But like all of those like little bits and pieces, like that's even what I was saying before, like just having them to be able to like reflect on. I mean, even in 10 years' time, like they're still going to be there.
Yeah.
And like we've got them on like hard drives and shit. So I mean, even if it ever does get taken down, like we still have all that shit. I still have like Jack's hard drive from like I've got all the files from like everything from Ruckus
So there'd
Life.
be
like,
heaps of just like unseen, like
yeah, literally,
crazy
there's heaps
shit.
of unseen shit. I need to at some point like do. I think it's Ruckus Life 6 that they're up to, so I need to like edit that at some point. But
that'd be
like,
mad.
yeah, there's lots of shit on there that
Crazy.
was gonna go in, but I haven't had the time to do that. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I will at some point when I'm free and do it because it would be real fun to just go through it. I've been through a little bit, but it's fucking nuts, bro. But yeah, there's like some funny ass shit, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure Jack one night like fought No, it's in one of them already, but he's fighting Transformers.
Yeah.
Like in the street. It was fucking funny as bro. I think he had to go to court for it. It was pretty crazy.
He threw a cone at it.
Yeah, he's not a code. Yeah. But it was, I remember him telling me about it. I'm just like, what? And then he showed me the footage. I'm like, dude, this is fucking nuts, bro. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, it's definitely like mad important. And especially when something like as tragic as what happened, like sort of, you know, it affects everybody. Like, I mean, you have those memories with your mate. So like having those memories like with your homie and just being like, hey, look, like, this is what we used to do. Like, this was my best mate. Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, and you can show people that. Like, it's pretty, like, it's definitely very important. And I think even more to that is, like, cherishing those moments, like, when they're happening and also, like, with your friends and shit. Because it doesn't stay like that forever.
Yeah, people grow up, hey?
Yeah.
Like, they can't do
people
that
grow
sort
up
of
and
stuff.
move on and do different things.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, some people, they just realize it faster than other people. And some people get stuck.
Yeah.
And it's like, when you're all together and you're all doing the same thing, I think that's like pure happiness, bro. Like, it's like literally everyone's on the same thing. Like, what are we gonna do now? Let's get pissed. Go to the fucking party and just get fucked up, man. Oh, where we going? Oh, you want to jump in the back of the car? Yeah, let's fucking do it. And like, and then like go somewhere else, and then you're in fucking like Sunbury or some shit. Like, and you're just like, oh, how are we getting home? And you're like, I don't know, man. You're like, we'll just sleep at the station, wait till 5 a.m. like shit like that. So I mean, yeah, there's some crazy shit, but it's mad fun, dude.
Do you still see most of those lads that were?
No, not so much anymore. Like, I mean, that's what I was like sort of saying. Like, it's sort of people move on, like grow up, like do different things. Like, lots of them like had like kids or like married or you know, in very committed relationships, do different things. So like, I mean, I do this. So like, and I love what I do, but then, you know, people just, you outgrow people sometimes.
Yeah,
people
100%.
sort of. Yeah, you just do different shit. And I mean, I was saying to one of my other friends the other day, I was like, I only have like, from school, like actually like where I went in Ringwood, like I only have like 3 homies.
Yeah, 100%. I think
school.
I'm in contact with 2, but like I see those motherfuckers twice in 10 years.
That's exactly
Like,
the same as me, man. Like
yeah.
and when you see them, it's like, well, with these guys anyway, like I'd known them before, even the Ruckus Life guys, like it's like I never have, like, it's like we never had a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I just go see him and I'll be like, what's going on, pussy?
Yeah.
They'd be like, what the fuck's up? And I'm just like, nothing much, just like chilling or whatever. And we can just sit in silence after we've had that little conversation for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And just be like hanging out or whatever, and just being like, yo, what else you been doing? I was like, oh, nothing, just fucking works. Like, yeah, shit has. What have you been doing? It's like, what have you been doing? Oh, like fucking just touring or whatever. And he's like, oh yeah. He's like, yeah. And like we'll just hang out, and then like we get that little bit more piss, and then everything comes out, and we just all start yapping and shit. I fucking love that shit. One of my friends' birthday is like Jimsky. His fucking birthday is this week. I say happy birthday to him. But yeah, he's a fucking weapon. But yeah, miss out on it because I'm doing this sort of shit. I missed heaps of birthdays because I'm doing music shit.
I
So,
reckon.
yeah, it's some pretty crazy shit, but it's cool. It's cool shit.
Yeah, I think it was so like relatable watching it back in the day. And even what you're saying now is so relatable because obviously like I'm old. I'm not 15, 16, 18 anymore. And that does happen. People grow up and you're not like getting cooked every weekend and drinking all the time and people move away and they do different shit. And do you think you'd ever like do like a Ruckus Life reunion type sort of thing? Is that something that...
I don't know.
That sounded scared, bro.
If we did a like, I mean, somewhat like, there's been like a couple of years where like even on like Jack's like anniversary of his birthday, everyone meets up and like does like something. Like I think last time it was at JJ's house, but it's sort of just like everyone chills. And I mean, like there'll be a certain few people, like I'll select people that will get very lit. I'm not saying who that is, but it's me. But it's not. I'm normally fucking going. I'm like, I'm too fucked. I'm out of here. but no, it's it's very much sort of hit and miss. But people just they're just doing shit, man. Like as I said before, like kids and stuff is like a wild thing. Like, there's so many people that I know that have kids and like literally all like they're married, and I'm just like, what the, like I'm 33 years old and I'm older than all these motherfuckers.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
majority of them I am older, and I'm just like, I can't like, I can't understand
How you
that
doing
yet.
this?
Yeah, like it's all cool. Like I do get it. Like you guys have got like great jobs and like you guys are hustling, and that's fucking sick. Proud of you, but also like, I'm still finding my way into this little bits and pieces, and I'm still working that out. So, I mean, The only way it's gonna happen is accidental, but I don't fucking know. Man.
Accidental.
Yeah, I'll just be like, oh, I accidentally got married.
Shit.
Yeah, shit, man, shit. But like, yeah, I don't know. It's just chaos. It's fun though.
Yeah, it is crazy reflecting back on those times. Like I do it all the time. I think I'm a real like reminisctive person.
Yeah.
And you reflect back on those times when you were younger. Now it's like your mate's calling. It's like, yeah, bro, I'm about to have a kid or this shit. And you're like, fuck, man. I remember we were 15. Like just. Yeah, it's cool that you have those experiences to reflect back visually as well.
Visually, so it's such a big part. I mean, I would suggest like if one of your mates has a camera, like just make sure that it's like a mate that's like not gonna put you on blast and like fucking like air raid what you're doing. But like,
nah, bro, come on. Nah, it's definitely me.
I ain't saying shit.
but if you've got a mate that fucking films, just get it and just do montages. They're so fun, just for you. Like you don't even have to be or anything.
I'd say out of like all the fellas, that's probably me. Like when we're fucked up, I get the camera out, and then next thing you know, he's waking up. He's like, "Bro, take that story down. That's fucked. Take it down."
Well,
Literally,
did
that's
never
always-
need to see that.
Yeah, no. There's some shit that can stay in the camera roll, but there's other things where like you can just make a montage.
Yeah.
Like you could just be like, oh, all the boys are gonna come around, we're gonna do wizard sticks or whatever. You know something's gonna get crazy. you know something's gonna go down, but like you don't know what yet. But let's film all the way up to like the climax, and then after that, we'll just put the camera
Mind
down.
you, I remember there was like Ruckus phone clips or some shit. They were loose. But there's just this video. I think it was like Jack driving just in the ute and just straight. Remember how I say that at the roundabouts? I'm like, I've always just wanted to launch over.
Oh yeah, where you go straight
I've only
over
ever
the-
seen one guy do it.
He used to do that shit all the time.
You get
man.
those like impulsive thoughts, and you're like, "Fuck, I wonder what just happens." And you're like,
Yeah.
"Nah, I won't do that."
Nah.
I did it once.
Yeah.
He would just let impulsive thoughts like
Just-
just
yeah,
just like,
fuck
oh, you
it.
know what, that's taking me, like I'm doing that now. Like he did it a bunch. It was that was actually like a thing that he would do for a while. It was pretty funny. Just literally drive over the shit, just like ruin all these fucking signs.
Yeah, what would happen to the car? Like the insurance company would just be like, "What the fuck did you do?"
I don't even know if the car was really. I think he had like a big fucking
bumper
like,
bar,
yeah,
like
he had a big
fucking-
bumper, so just like fucking like rinse
Just
it.
annihilate.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. I can't 100% remember, but he was doing some crazy shit. It was funny. Forgot about that. That's crazy.
You touched on it a bit before around mental health, and you said about like that experience you had the last show of the hiatus. We were listening. We went through the Instagram last night. We're like, all right, what are the recent tracks and stuff? You got that track? Hold up, I need to make sure I get it right.
Yeah,
It's called Slow. And then as we were on the SoundCloud hunt,
There's a song about this before, isn't there?
is the Benjamin R. Townsend song related to?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to. You've spoken about sobriety and all those sort of things, and I think you spoke about at the start of the clip how you went. I wanted to unpack that more and see.
Yeah, for sure. So when I was like 17 years old, I was at home and like I used to fucking like just punch cones. Like I was just a fucking massive bong rat, and then smoke heaps of weed. Like I still smoke a decent amount of weed, nowhere near as much as I used to. Like I was a fiend when I was younger. And then one day I was at home and I smoked some weed, and I was playing Counter-Strike, and I was literally like, I smoked some weed, and I had like this massive like shiver, like fucking ricochet down my spine. I was like, fuck, what the fuck's this? And then like, I just started bursting out with like sweat, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? And like, it literally like the whole wall and like everything started warping, and I was just like, what the fuck's going on? And then I looked at my dad, and my dad was sitting down, and like my dad smokes as well. He didn't smoke the same stuff that I had. He just smokes his own bush or whatever. And dad was just sitting there, and I was like looking at him, and like everything was going fucking weird. I'm like, dude, what the fuck's happening? And when I used to live in Croydon, I had this like sort of like wind down, like you could black out like blind. So like it was like a metal wind down blackout blind in my room. I just walked into my room and I was like, oh man, like I feel real fucked. Like I don't know what's going on. Heart was racing, fluttering. Like I was feeling real weird. And so I sat down and I was like on the edge of my bed. I was like dripping with sweat. Like it was literally pouring off my face. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And I laid down. I'm like, I'll just sleep this off. I don't know what the hell's happening. And then I woke up like probably middle of the night. And when I was younger, I used to see like, it sounds real strange, but I used to see this like blue cube that was in my room, but it used to like radiate like really bad energy. It used to
Like,
like
a
scare
Tesseract sort of looking
sort of
thing?
like that, yeah. And it used to scare the fuck out of me. I used to have really bad hallucinations when I was a kid, and so but it was the one thing that I remember very vividly when I was younger that just so happened to be there that night and I was like, what the fuck's going on? So I full had like a freak out, bro, and like which was basically just psychosis. And I got up and I was like fucking screaming, running up and down my like hallway. My parents didn't know what the fuck was going on. And I went in, I was panicked, and I went and like grabbed my mum, and I was like fucking crying, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on, I don't know what's going on. And I was fucking squeezing my mum, and it got real hectic, and like I was like squeezing her pretty hard. And then my dad was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like woke up or whatever, and like pushed me off her. And then I was like, everything just got real hectic. And then it ended up that I woke up the next day and I had like an out of body experience for about like 6 days. And it was like, I was literally like up here and I could see fucking everything, bro. Like I could literally see like, there's a bird's eye view of this room like every single day. And it was fucking scary as shit. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. And I woke up the next day and it was the same thing. And I was like, I can't go outside. And I had to go to work one day and I was working at Coles at the time. And I went in there and I had a full panic attack while this was happening in like fucking gumboots and like fucking like, and a jumpsuit dealing fish. And I was like, fuck man, this is hectic. And I passed out, fainted, woke up with like the whole of fucking like Coles faculty around me being like, what the fuck's like going on? I had to quit Coles. I went back. I didn't know what was going on. Mad suicidal thoughts. Like I was just like, I can't live like this. Like I'm gonna have to fucking kill myself. Like this is fucked. Anyway, so when that happened, like I by like the 7th day I came back down, but like I just didn't feel like myself, and I felt like there was like a part of me, and I've always said this even to my mates and stuff, but like on the day that happened, it felt like there was a part of me that like just went away, and it was like the emotional side of like just shit. Like I sort of like didn't start feeling things. Like I was just very apathetic, and it's weird because my favorite rapper is Apathy, so I'm just like, it was just strange. There's just some weird shit going on, and I was like, I don't know what's happening right now, but like I'm pretty fucked. And I'd try to smoke weed again, instant anxiety. Like fucking same thing was happening. I'd drink a beer, instant anxiety. Smoke a cigarette, instant anxiety. Like I couldn't do anything. And I was just like, I'm fucked. Like I couldn't think. Like my thoughts would just like race like every single day. I'd go down to the skate park, I'd be grinding my teeth. Like I'd be fucking paranoid as fuck. Like everything was happening. Like it was crazy, dude. So it was psychosis. And then I was like, and this is what I sort of touch on with like slow. And I went to a psychologist, and then I went to a psychiatrist. And the psychiatrist, like after, one session after I did fuck all with them, was just like, here, have these pills. And I was like, I'm not going to take these pills because I was really stubborn. And I was like, I can do this myself.
So they would have been like antipsychotic sort of stuff.
Yeah, sort of like, I don't exactly know because I was pretty fucked at that point. But like, it was pretty fucked. And so I got back and I was like, all right, there's only one thing that I can do. I'm not going to smoke. I'm not going to, like, and everything was touching me. So it would be like, caffeine would fuck me. Like sugar would fuck me. Like anything that was sort of any type of way of stimulant that would touch like my brain receptors would cook me. So I had to like find like a way of just not doing that. And still, because I'm 17, I'm about to turn 18, going out with friends, still trying to be normal, do all this shit. I don't want to be inside all the time. So I ended up, I still smoke cigarettes. I didn't smoke weed. I didn't really take drugs whatsoever. Like if I did, like I used to be like proper cooked and not good. And what else did I do? And then I still drank a little bit. So I'd have like, if I drank over 3 beers, I wouldn't have anxiety. The anxiety would go because you're drinking the beers. Because smoke, all that sort of shit. This lasted for like probably 2 years. So I didn't smoke weed for 2 years. I barely drunk. Like I didn't really drink that much at all. Didn't touch sugar drinks. Like didn't have any Coke. Didn't have any Red Bulls. Didn't have anything. Ate vegetables. Fucking like ate all of this shit. And I basically like fought my brain. I was like, I'm like, you know, I'd recognize that I had anxiety. I'd be like, why do I have anxiety? Figure it out, like maneuver it. All right, this is the reason. Next bit, blah, 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 blah. I had probably anxiety all the way up to about 27. And then when I hit 27, I stopped smoking cigarettes. As soon as I stopped smoking cigarettes, I still get anxiety nowhere near as bad. And cigarettes must have played a massive part in what my brain receptors were doing, where like they were giving me like that anxiety. But on top of that though, it made me be able to, when I quit, be able to do everything that I needed to do. And like even just talking now and stuff, like this used to be really hard for me. And like just doing all of that shit. But it was just from literally smoking something that ended up, I found out a bit later on that it was like laced with like PCP and some other shit. And like, it was just a bad experience. But even that experience fucked me for like a period of time that I just had to like regain myself. And it was fucking heavy, bro. But it was like, I'm definitely like, I wouldn't change anything because going through that obviously makes me who I am now. But like, it made me realize a lot of things. It also made me learn like emotional stuff again. And like the part that I sort of lost, like I regained after just doing like that self-work, which is just like, you know, self-help, like looking after yourself and understanding all those little bits and pieces. So like, I think when people talk to me about problems or like just, you know, anxiety or paranoia or stuff like that, like I have been there and I do understand it and I get it. And like, I'm always there to listen to somebody, but like if they want like, you know, advice or something like that, I'm happy to give it because it's like, I've been through it for like fucking, I went through it for 10 years. Like literally just 10 years of just like, you know, like anxiety and paranoia and fucking all this shit. Like it's crazy to just have every single fucking day for so long. And then all of a sudden, like just go away essentially and just be like, you know, you get it. Like I still get anxiety. I still feel like these certain things sometimes. I was in a chuka the other weekend and had like a full like sort of panic attack. And I hadn't had one in ages, but I knew what it was and I recorrected it. I was still cooked when I was in the car, but it was sort of just in that world. And it's like, it's real weird, and like I would still say it's probably one of the weirdest experiences that I've ever gone through in my whole entire fucking life. But I'm definitely better for it because majority of those experiences I got to write about, made songs on. Slow, like is another one which sort of gets a bit more into it. But yeah, it's pretty full on. But it's good to just be able to recognize that and know for myself that like I got myself out of it, and that I mean if I can do it, like anyone can do it. Like, it's not just, like, it's not about how strong you are or whatever. It's just that determination, the persistence again. Like, you've just got to know that, like, hey, this is what I got to fucking do and I'm going to fucking stick to it and it's going to be all right and it is all right. So, hectic, man. But, yeah, it's, yeah, it was pretty cool.
That was a roller coaster of a story, bro. I can't lie. It was good. Bro. I felt fucking anxious when you were explaining that sort of shit. Like, I've had similar stuff and that's why I don't smoke weed anymore. I had similar sort of things.
This is the thing as well, right? So... That's fine. There's no thing of like, I smoke weed, but I smoke weed in moderation. I smoke weed to the capacity that I can smoke weed at. I'm not fucking hitting, like I smoke like throughout the day, but I'm not going as hard as like fucking like lots of other people are. And I love weed. I fucking enjoy weed so much. Like it helps me with so many other things like creatively and also just like, even with anxiety, like sometimes like calms me down. I had a stressful day, smoke bit of a joint, be like, oh man, I feel way better. Like watch a movie, calm down. Like all of those things, it's like with everything, you've got to use it in moderation. And I think like, and my dad taught me that ages ago. He always used to say to me, moderation is key. It's with everything. Like when I see friends going so hard on drugs and shit, I'm like, dude, now that's stupid.
Yeah.
Like now you're being a fuckwit. Like you want to fucking dabble and do it. Like,
it's not just a cat when it's been 4 Saturdays.
Dude, it's not just a cat when it's been 4 Saturdays. You don't have to have an entire bag in one night.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. That's your choice. If you want to do that, go for it. I don't do that. Like, and it's not like, it's not me being like, I'm better than you or anything. It's just like, you need to realize where it sort of starts becoming a problem and where like addiction lies and where all this sort of shit is. It's like, I can go like fucking 3 days without smoking a joint. Or I can go like fucking 2 weeks without having like a drink. Like, but some of my other mates can't do that.
Yeah.
And that's like sort of like you approach it, but sometimes they might not want to talk about that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, all right, well, when you're ready to talk about that, we can talk about that. And yeah, there's certain little bits and pieces where like throughout, you know, growing up and whatever that you sort of see that. And sometimes for me personally as well, like I've removed myself from some of those areas. I'm just like, hey, look, like, this isn't benefiting me in any way. Like we have conversations about what you're doing or whatever, yet you break down to me that like, you know, you hate what you're doing, but then you don't do anything about it. And like we sit there and we like talking to you about like, you know, maybe you should try this, maybe you should go see a therapist, maybe you should try these things have helped me do all that. And then the next weekend you're doing the same shit. It's like, I can't continue to be friends with you if it doesn't feel like I am your friend because you're not going to listen to me. Or you're not going to just take on board anything that someone that gives a fuck about you says to you.
Wheel up. That was fucking... oh my God, thank you.
Yeah. So that's why, like, that's the sort of shit that I really try and emphasize with people. It's just like, I mean, Some people can go nuts, bro, and just be fine. And if they can do that, like, power to you. Like, that's crazy. I can't fucking do that.
Yeah.
Like, and I would admit it right now. Like, I can't. It's nothing that I'm going to be like, oh man, he's not cool because you don't fucking smash all these. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about that. You can do whatever the fuck that you want to do. Like, go nuts for it. But like, I'm not judging you because I'm going to judge you as a person that you are. Not how much fucking drugs you do, or like, man, you smashed a fucking slab on the weekend. You're a sick cunt.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I'm not doing that. So it's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I think, and it has to come within. And that was a recent thing that I just did. I noticed I was getting in that spot, you know, post breakup, you just fucked and you just smashing shit. And then I just did Dry July, which was sick. It was so good. And now I've come back in with such a different mindset and definitely massive things I'm ruling out not to do. And that's just like where I've gone, you know what, that I don't fuck with that anymore. It doesn't actually serve me any purpose and it's too easy to overdo it.
Yeah.
But it has to come from within, 100%. There's so many people that whoever you were just talking about, within them, they don't really want to change. The idea of change is a great thing.
Feel it within yourself.
Yeah.
It's all just to do with, it's self-reflection, and it's also being able to, like, recognize that, like, you've got the problem or you're the problem.
Yeah.
And if you can
100%.
understand that, like, you are the problem, then do something about it. Some people can't, and that's like when you go to therapy, and that's when like you do these other things where like if you can't figure it out yourself, well then maybe you need some help from someone that's not going to fucking judge you as well.
Yeah.
Like someone that you don't know, that you've never fucking met, that you go to them and you're like, hey, look, you've got degrees in being able to help people, like understand their thoughts. I know it's daunting to go and talk to somebody that you don't know about these things that eat you up inside, but like who else are you going to talk to about it? Like you're not talking to your mates about it, you're not talking to your parents. Like, wouldn't you prefer to have somebody that has no judgment over you whatsoever?
Yeah.
So then you could just figure that shit out for you. You're going to be better the next day.
Therapy costs less than a bag.
Yeah. And exactly. I say that shit all the time, bro.
You say
Like,
that all the time.
dude, I say it
all the time.
Yeah, good as well, man. Like it's literally something where I think the stigma of that is crazy as well online at the moment. Like drug culture in like Australia.
Yeah,
like,
it's fucked.
It's fucking fucked, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and some of the shit, man. Like, especially like, I don't know. I see with like Australian like sort of comedy and stuff like that. Even though that like that shit is like some of it's like fucking hella funny, it also is influencing people to do drugs.
100%.
Dude.
And like and I'm just like,
Just Coke memes all day, every day.
Well,
It's
like,
like,
it's that and
bro,
the gambling.
You're feeding
and
your
everything.
addiction because
Yeah.
you're like sitting there from Monday to Friday going, that's going to be me on Saturday.
yeah, bro. And that's the thing. It's like
But it normalizes it.
Yeah,
it's
mate,
the
it's so
normalization
normal,
of it.
bro.
Yeah. Dude, I saw something the other day where it was like Australia is like one of the top countries for like cocaine use.
Yeah. Doesn't
And I'll
surprise me. And
probably
half
have
of it
some of
isn't
the
even
worst
that.
cocaine.
Half of it isn't even that
Like you
anyway.
don't know what the fuck you're putting in you.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, oh, dude, it freaks me out, man.
Snorted 9 points of creatine, my guy.
Yeah, dude, it's a Drano. Like, fucking, dude, it's crazy, man. But yeah, so I sort of like, I sort of steer clear of that, and it's been good. Like, you've got to do what's the best for you.
Yeah.
And like as you were saying just before, that's fucking awesome that you've done
Yeah.
that, and like that you've gone fucking Dry July, and you're like, hey, look, that shit ain't benefiting me.
Yeah.
Like that's congratulations to you because that's
Appreciate that,
fucking awesome, bro.
I do. I
Yeah, it's
appreciate it.
sick.
You do. I think everyone. It's good to, especially when you're in or anything, but in the music sort of scene, there's just like drinking and drugs and everything around constantly.
Yeah.
And it's constantly like the external validation things where it's like, oh yeah, do this, and it's like really quick gratification sort of space. And it just slowed me down. It grounded me, and I realized. Then when I did drink, I felt fucked.
Yeah.
Like when I had a big night, I
Man,
felt wrecked.
it was
Like,
horrible
so it was
going back.
nice.
Yeah, dude. It's
It was
fucking,
nice.
It's real crazy, and that's I, like again like that's where like the moderation thing comes in. man.
They're like 2 cans here, sweet.
Yeah.
But if we like sat here and smashed like a fucking carton together and we were peers,
The podcast would end up a bit rogue.
tomorrow I'm going to be really anxious about doing this show that we've got on.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit. It's going to be like, fuck, I don't want to do this anymore. Like,
Literally, man. I always go for the like the accidental. Like if I accidentally like had a good time, well then I accidentally had a good time. If I went out and I was like, I'm gonna drink like fucking 12 cans
Yeah,
of piss,
dude.
and then tomorrow we're gonna get up, we're gonna have fucking 14 cans of piss. I'm just like, all right, well that's a bit fucked. like why am I like only thinking
I'm
piss
planning
culture?
to ruin
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah. Like I've gotten the piss fit. I need it, but fuck me, man. Like as long as I can control it, like I don't have a problem. If you can't control it, then something to look at.
I saw recently that you're doing like a secret show or something.
Yeah, doing some secret shows.
Yeah, and you've been like, your DMs must be hectic at the moment.
Yeah, they are.
It's
been cool though.
Yeah. What's the go with them?
So we've got secret shows coming up in October. I just basically asked. They're secret for now, so I mean, like they will come out at the end of August, but just trying to sell them out before that even happens. So when it gets announced, then it's like, well, they're gone.
It's a cool way. I said to Hayden, I was like, that's a really creative but smart way to like market something.
Yeah,
it's so interpersonal as well. Like you're talking to the people that fuck with your music.
I get to chat to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Hustling people with FOMO before the show's announced. It's fucking genius.
It's like,
Yeah, well, it's like that's essentially what it is. But also, like, I mean, if people want to have a chat and then also, you know, like grab some tickets or they want to come to the show, like, just hit me up. And I've chatted to heaps of motherfuckers. Like 2 of the Brisbane shows have already sold out, which is awesome. The 3rd one's on sale now, which is the final one. Half of Sydney sold and half of Melbourne sold, and that's just through people hitting my DMs.
bro, that's hectic.
It's fucking so cool, man. And it's like, and I've never, I think I've done it. No, I haven't actually really done it before. And I was like, I just like, this is another thing about ADHD of how it's like a blessing and a curse. Like I didn't even tell anybody I was going to do that. I literally said to my booking agent, I was like, hey, can I get the links to that? I just want to see if I can do something. And then literally like, I was like, oh, I've got the link. Like, fuck it. Like I might as well just give the link to people if they want them. And then people started hitting me up and they're like, I want to come. And I was like, fuck yeah, sick. And then like, there was one day I woke up in the morning and there was so many DMs. So I was just like, well, I cracked my feet like, let's go. Just like got to it. But it was, it's sick. Like talking to everybody and, you know, they're like, oh man, I saw you in Brisbane last time. Like, can't wait to see you again. It's like, it's fucking cool just to connect to with people. And like, I've always sort of been like that. I've always tried to connect with people and like, you know, be on that level because I mean, I'm a hip hop fan as well. Like I love that sort of shit. So I mean, if an artist that I liked ever talked back to me and whatever, like there's been a few that have as well. I've always just fucking like, this is sick. Like we're just fucking like chatting right now. It's cool as fuck. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, it's been awesome, man. People.
Do you find yourself, because that would be like as much as it would be cool, I could imagine like it'd be socially fucking pretty draining as well at times, like just staring at your phone and being like so responsive and stuff.
Yeah.
How do you balance that? Especially with the ADHD brain, you're like, oh yeah, fucking like.
If I don't have a coffee, I'm fucked now.
Yeah.
Like I've only recently started having coffees again purely because I need to do more. And like sometimes like I just be like, oh man, like I'm fucking dead. I need to like chill or whatever. Where like if I have a coffee, I'll go like for 15 hours.
Yeah.
Like I'll just be like boom, 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 and like whatever that I need to do. Like maybe it might go to that side quest area, but sometimes I can like, no, I gotta fucking lock in. Like I gotta do this shit. And I think that's how I've been maintaining it really, is just like being like, I have 1 coffee a day and just smack out all this shit and my brain's like lively. It knows what it's doing. It's on the ball. So yeah, that's how I've been getting through it. But it's just the reaction to it has been awesome. So I think, I don't know, like I hope that all these tickets are gone before we announce it in August because I'd be fucking over the moon. Yeah,
that is mad, bro. That is really cool. I think we touched on it at the start, but it was towards the kind of end of the dot points that we had here. But the current tour with Bliss and Esso, what have been like the highlights? Because obviously you're playing to. Do a lot of the people that are going there know you, or is it? What do you find? Is it more so the crowd is just like, who the fuck is this? And then you can kind of win them over, and you're like, fuck, this is sick, or like, what's the sort of energy that you're feeling?
A bit of both. I mean, the boys literally like are so supportive of what I'm doing, and I can't thank them enough for that. They like even just like in interviews and like, you know, reposting like videos of just like, you know, rapping over their beats or like anything like that. They've helped me like 110%, like just literally like put me out there, like even jumping in and being like, hey, we're going to give you 50 free double passes for your fans to come to Sydney and shit like that. They don't have to do that.
Oh, man.
And like they're just mad supportive, dude. And like they're the sickest cunts, man. Like they're actually so cool.
That's
and yeah, like I get to go in there and some people don't know me, some people do. It's a little bit of a mix, but there's been some rooms where they definitely have no fucking idea like who I am. And like there'll be older fans as well. Like, I mean, like demographic wise, like might be a little bit older, but like I saw like there was a dude that was around about, I think he was, I can't remember where it was. I think it might've been at the Sydney show. He was like in his 60s with his daughter, and his daughter knew who I was, but he didn't know who I was. And at the start, like, I saw him at the start of the show, and I was like, oh yeah, like, he's not moving, like, we'll just fuck around, like, see what's going on. By the end of the show, this motherfucker was going nuts. And then I saw him at the merch desk at the end, and he's like, man, I'd never heard of you before, and you're so fucking awesome. And I was like, thanks, man. Like, I genuinely, like, thank you for, like, letting me know that. Like, that's sick. I fucking love that shit. Like, I love talking to you guys, whatever. And it was just cool, man. Like, it's just everybody from everywhere just, like, doing shit. And, like, just saying, just give him props, or just, like, I mean, I see a bunch of people, and if they're going nuts, I tell them that they were going nuts. I'm like, I saw you were going fucking hard as shit. So, like, it's cool but everybody from every sort of area has been very, very supportive. And I mean, like, each show that I've done, like, supporting Bliss and SO, like, I've done other tours, you might play to, like, a quarter of, like, the venue, or maybe, like, half. There's a solid amount of people that come early, and literally at every show, I don't think I've had, like, really, like, a dull crowd that have come out to just support the support. And that means more to me than anything else, because it's just like, you literally gave your time to me to just give me a chance.
Yeah,
to be like,
yeah.
all right, let's see what the fuck this guy's about. Like, I've seen him online, maybe I've seen him on video. Let's see what he's like live. And majority of the time, like, when I see people getting into it or whatever, like, it literally is, I just feed. It's just like, it's like fucking, like, eating souls.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I can see you now. And it's like, literally, we're in Sydney, and Sydney was like, when I went out, it was like people were still coming in, so it was still a little bit light. And I was like, oh man, like, I really hope this is gonna be fun or whatever. We got, like, to, like, the third song or the fourth song. Those motherfuckers were getting absolutely, like, lit, like, crazy, bro. And I was like, this is fucking fun as. Got to, like, the sixth song, even more buck. And because, like, they were getting so fucking live, I was like, it literally, like, lifts me. Like, I'm just like, the more I say and get fucking, like, I'm getting more fucking buck than you motherfuckers.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they, like, battle me, and it's like you're battling for energy, but that's how I thrive. So I mean, like, if a crowd's dull, I obviously, like, it's harder to give your best performance. See people getting into it, you're like, well, fuck it, I live for this shit.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
How do you go? Because I see, I think it's Bliss. He's, like, jacked as fuck.
Yeah.
And how do you go? Because obviously, if you're there, that energy, like, and doing a tour, like, you have to be reasonably fit. Like,
But Bliss is all over it, man. He's like, gym.
Yeah.
All the time, like, always on tour, like, going for walks.
Yeah.
Like, literally very, like, health conscious, and it's fucking sick to see.
Yeah.
Like, he's always, like, if I'm talking to Tam, like, oh, what are the boys doing? It's like, oh, Bliss, like, just hit a, like, gym sesh. It's like, they're on it. Like Junior, same thing. Like, Junior's literally dropped me off, and he was like, I'm going to go hit a sesh, and then I might hit the pool. I was like, fucking oath, dude. Sick.
Like, I'm going to do a pod and drink some beers.
Yeah. I was like, I'll be in here for, like, maybe, like, an hour, like, I don't know, 2 hours, but, like, yeah, I'm like, I'll come meet you somewhere. We're going to go to Bruce afterwards, apparently. I don't know what it is, but the chick at Goodbyes was like, go to Bruce. It's like a vintage clothes shop.
Bruce.
Yeah.
But we haven't even heard of this thing.
Yeah.
Bro, we live here. We should know this. we should be telling him the spots.
Yeah, dude. I'll tell you where to go, man. So yeah, no, it's been sick, man. But everyone's just been doing their own thing, and it's cool to see. Like, everyone's just on their own shit. It's sick. It's cool.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
I want to end it on a cool question. It can either be a short response or a long, but what's your why?
What's my why?
What's your why?
My why too?
Like, your why to just everything that you do.
Because I enjoy it, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I think my why to just everything at the moment is that I just want to continue being happy, And I mean, like, I think there was a very big period of time where I was very unhappy, and depression sucks and it stinks. And now being happy and, like, being positive and just, like, having things that I didn't have before, like, and knowing, like, growing and, like, fucking just having, like, you know, certain maturity and, like, knowing more rights and more wrongs now, and also just, like, living by those things. Like, happiness is definitely the key to, like, all these things, and it's very cliche to say, but it's like, I just like fucking being happy, bro. And, like, I do like it. Sometimes I'm fucking sad. That sucks. Fucking sucks, bro. But sometimes I'm mad happy. Like, I'm happy as fuck right now. And it's like, that is, like, definitely, like, anytime I'm having a good time with, like, anybody, it doesn't matter who it is, like, going out to dinner, or, like, going for a walk, or sitting at the beach, or, like, having a doobie at the beach, or going on a roller coaster, like, any sort of thing where I was just like, it's fun, or having like a conversation with someone and you just click with them or something like this.
Fuck yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
So like, I mean,
Fun.
that's probably the why for me, man. Like, I just want to continue just literally trying to spread as much positivity as possible now and just like live by that, because that's where I'm at and I like it.
Yeah, we definitely need more of that energy resonated throughout the world, bro. For real.
Bro,
I need that more in
100%.
my life. I'm just gonna start calling you up now.
Dude,
like,
hit me up, man. I'll give you some I'll give you some pointers. No, no, it's sick, man. Like when I took it on board, like it's definitely like switched. Like with people as well. Like you go in and whatever, and like you're happy. Like sometimes like you could be hanging out with somebody and they're not happy, and like you want to be that person that like can be like, come on, man, let's fucking let's go do something fun.
Yeah.
Like, let's go fucking hang out and like, you know, just be ourselves and talk shit and tell me about whatever. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not going to fucking be like, hey man, did you know that this was happening, bro? Like, fuck that shit. Like, just whatever, like vent. And I think that's all it's about, man. And just living. Like, it's always been about living, but like, I think more so now, like being conscious of like all of the stuff that we talked about, like, and just being able to be aware and just conscious of it. It's fucking sick. So
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I think we ended on that one. That was sweet.
was
What a
solid
sick
answer.
roller coaster of a pod.
fucking
Yeah.
thanks
No,
for
it's an
having me.
honor.
This
this
is my
is a-
favorite podcast.
Fuck yeah,
this
dog.
is the jam.
Full circle moment for me. I actually messaged
Yeah.
like the group chat of the boys in Devonport who grew up together. Daniel is one of them.
Yeah.
It's like, lads, you wouldn't believe it. Like, Ooze is coming on the podcast. It's such a full circle moment. I like that with life when, I don't know, you have these certain things happen when you're younger and you never thought that they would happen. It kind of comes around. But plus, you're actually a really sick dude.
Thanks, man.
Out of you meet a lot of artists and maybe they don't, I don't know, they're not as
Doesn't
aligned with
translate.
what you think they are, but you're a fucking legend, bro. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you coming on for real. And
No, you are so
No.
welcome anytime, brother. Anytime
Awesome.
that you guys want me to do something, just let me know.
awesome.
Yeah,
Appreciate it, bro.
yeah.
All right, that's a
Fucking
wrap.
oath. Yeah.
Let's go.
Fucking oath.
Awesome, bro. Thank you for that.
Dude, you are so fucking welcome.
Bro, you're a fucking legend.